Since Before I Knew What Love Was. You're listening to Since Before I Knew What Love Was, a story written from my own imagination, brought to life with AI narration and AI visuals. It's a journey of two hearts, connected by time, separated by fate, yet drawn back to the love they never stopped feeling. A love that began long before they even understood what love truly meant. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next chapter, where every heartbeat brings them closer. There was something magical about Huram, the kind of magic that didn't come from beauty alone, but from the innocence that glowed in her eyes. Her laughter was pure, her heart too soft to ever hold anger, and her presence felt like sunlight spilling into the quiet corners of the house. If anyone had kept that house alive, even after growing up, even after her cousin's Alina marriage, even after the silence of time, it was Huram. She was the smile that returned to tired faces, the noise that made the walls feel young again. Her uncle, Samir, often said that if love ever took human form in their home, it would look like her, stubborn, talkative, a little messy, but endlessly kind. Every morning, she barged into his room without knocking, holding a comb in her hand and mischief in her eyes. "Huram, Baba, braid my hair. Mama's busy." Uncle Samir, pretending to frown, "Do I look like a hairdresser to you?" Huram, grinning, "No, you look like my favorite person." He would laugh, surrendering as always. As he brushed her silky hair, he'd often think how strange it was. This small girl had unknowingly filled every quiet space his late brother's absence had left behind. Uncle Samir, smiling softly, "One day you'll grow up and forget your Baba." Huram, instantly, "Never. I'll always stay right here, in this house with you." He looked at her reflection in the mirror, her bright eyes, her untamed smile, and whispered, almost to himself, "Then maybe this house will never grow old." The old two-story house on Shalimar Street had a life of its own. It breathed through the laughter echoing in its corridors and the aroma of freshly cooked parathas wafting from the kitchen every morning. Upstairs, the smaller portion of the house belonged to Huram and her mother, the widow of the younger brother. Downstairs lived the rest of the family, led by Uncle Samir, the elder brother who managed everything, from bills to breakfast. Huram was the heart of the house, the one everyone adored, teased, and spoiled. Her laughter filled the air like sunshine, and even the servants smiled a little wider when she walked past. Every wish of hers was treated like an order, lovingly obeyed by her uncle, her aunt, and his cousin Mazen, Uncle Samir's eldest son. Mazen, unlike her, carried the weight of responsibility on his shoulders. Quiet, composed, and mature beyond his age, he had learned early that being the eldest meant being the strongest. That morning, as the sun slipped through the lace curtains, Huram sat at the breakfast table, pouting dramatically because the mango milkshake she'd asked for wasn't ready yet. Huram, calling out Mama, "You promised I'll get my milkshake first." Nita from kitchen, "Daughter, it's coming. Mazen just brought the milk." Mazen entered, wiping a bit of dust off his hands. He looked at her, still in her floral pajamas, her hair messy, but her face glowing with the confidence of someone who knows she's loved too much. Mazen, teasingly, "Huram, if you woke up 5 minutes earlier, you could make your own milkshake." Huram, grinning, "Why would I, when everyone loves doing things for me?" The family burst into laughter, a familiar sound in the house that had known both grief and love too deeply. But somewhere between that laughter and her innocent smile, Mazen felt a strange shift. Some late afternoon sunlight fell across the small garden of the house, where Huram sat with a bowl of guavas, sprinkling spices generously. Zamer was lying lazily on a chair beside her, scrolling through his phone. Zamer, teasingly, "You really think you're the princess of this house, don't you?" Huram, pouting, "Think? I am the princess. Everyone knows that." Zamer, "Except your so-called royal guard, Mazen bro. He said you waste all the milk on milkshakes." Huram gasped. "Huram, he did not. I'm going to ask him." She stood up dramatically and stormed off toward the living room. Zamer burst out laughing behind her. Inside, Mazen was reading some documents at the dining table when Huram barged in. "Huram, you told Zamer I waste milk." "Mazen," without looking up, "You do. Half the milk of the house turns into your milkshakes." Huram, crossing arms, "So what? At least everyone enjoys them." Mazen, smiling slightly, "Not everyone, little one. Some of us prefer tea and peace." Huram's eyes widened at being called little one. "Huram, you always treat me like a kid." Mazen, finally looking at her, "Because you are one, Huram." She stomped her foot, annoyed, but his calm voice and soft smile made her anger melt. As she turned away, Mazen quietly picked up the guava bowl she'd left behind and smiled at the extra salt she'd sprinkled. Hospital room, late night. The soft hum of machines filled the silence, broken only by the newborn's faint cries. Alina lay exhausted but smiling, her eyes glistening with tears of relief. The family surrounded her, Dottie praying under her breath, Zamer making light jokes, and Mazen standing quietly by the bed, pride and tenderness written across his face. In the middle of it all stood Huram, cradling the tiny baby carefully in her arms. Zamer leaned close, snapping photos. Zamer, teasing, "Look at that. Even the baby's smiling at me already." Everyone laughed softly. Everyone except Alina's father. Uncle Samir, who was watching Huram quietly, his gaze thoughtful, almost nostalgic. He leaned closer to his daughter and whispered, his voice trembling with emotion. He said it so softly that no one else heard, only Alina, whose eyes widened in surprise. She turned slightly toward him, but he only smiled, pressing her hand reassuringly. Huram standing between Mazen and Zamer, the baby in her arms, laughter and life surrounding her.